What's going on, guys? Welcome back to 100% NUFC. I hope I find you really well. It's the first match preview of the season for the 2019-2020 season for Newcastle United. It's Newcastle versus Arsenal this Sunday at 2 o'clock kickoff at St James's Park, and it's Steve Bruce's first game in the Premier League as Newcastle United head coach, and it will be an interesting game, and it's a big game at that as well. Of course, before the game, there will be a boycott where many fans will be boycotting the game due to the regime. Whether or not they go into the ground, that's completely up to them. Everybody has their opinion to why they want to go and to why they don't want to go, and I totally respect that. I am not going to call anybody out for their opinion, and I do agree with people why they want to boycott the Arsenal game, because things have gone on at this club far too long now, and we need to make a stand one way or the other. But at the end of the day, if you're one of those fans who are going into the ground against Arsenal, I also respect you as well, because at the end of the day, it's all about getting behind the team and supporting the lads, especially the new ones as well, and getting behind Steve Bruce, because at the end of the day, we can't change what's been and gone. And I'm talking in terms of, Rafa Benitez. As much as I loved Rafa Benitez at the football club, Bruce is in charge now. So going into the game, of course, we couldn't have asked for a harder game. Arsenal, this time last season it was Tottenham, so we've now got the rivals of Tottenham in Arsenal. I can't really go too much off form or anything like that, because it's the first game of the season. You don't know how any club is going to approach the game. If you want to go off pre-season, well, our pre-season has been decent. We'll come off the back of a win against St Etienne at home, 2-1, against a club who, finished 4th last season in the French League. And they've got Champions League players with Champions League experience, and the new lads put on a good show. And Joe Linton, as well, going into this game, has scored 2 in 2, so he would be fancying his chances against Arsenal on Sunday. Players for Arsenal to watch out for as well, I would say St Maximin looked really good in the second half against St Etienne, and I think he's going to be a key player for us, trying to cause problems to that back line defence of Arsenal. We all know Arsenal are very vulnerable at the back. Last season, they finished, was it 5th in the Premier League? They had to win 1 game out of 6 to try and get into the Champions League, and lost all 6, or at least got a couple of draws in there if I'm not wrong. But I'm not going to rule out Arsenal or say that they're awful, because at the end of the day, they are a good side on the day, and they can dismantle a team, when they really put their mind to it. Obviously, of course, we know that they are inconsistent, but I think every club in the Premier League, bar Liverpool and Man City, can be consistent and inconsistent at any one point. Now, in terms of the team, I think Steve Bruce will go with, the 3-5-2 formation, 5 back, 3 in midfield, 2 up front. You play the wing back system, and I think it'll be a game where I could see us having some of the ball, but not all of it. I expect Arsenal, our opponents, to have a lot more of the ball. If you look at their squad, you've got the likes of Ozil, Torreira, Aubameyang. The reason why I don't mention Lacazette is because apparently he could be ruled out for this game with an injury, which he's had for most of the summer. A very good player on the day, but Aubameyang is going to be a handful. He's got the pace. And you look at some of the signings that they've made in Tierney. I don't know how close he is to being match fit. Whether he plays on Sunday, that remains to be seen. I haven't really seen too much of them. David Luiz, for me, is a good, shrewd bit of business by them. Replacing Koscielny, who didn't want to be there. He's a really good centre-back. He's played for the likes of PSG, Benfica, Chelsea, then went back to Chelsea from when he went to PSG and Benfica originally. And he's got a lot of experience, and I think it's going to be tough to try and get past him, because he's very, forward-thinking when it comes to the defending, unlike, Koscielny. But I think we have got a team there that can, get forward. We've seen through pre-season that the team, are positive and they want to play for Steve Bruce. And this season, compared to what we've had under Rafa Benitez in the last sort of 3 seasons, I can see us attacking Arsenal and getting at them and actually having a go, which is what we actually want as fans, to see the team, put 100% effort in and have a go. And even if we don't get the result and we've had a go, well, at the end of the day, it's Arsenal. Where Newcastle, they've got a better squad than us, hands down. And I just hope that the boycott situation doesn't get to the lads, because I know it's tough and it will be tough for them on Sunday, but I just think it's important that if you are at the game, that you are going to get behind the lads and give them your full support. Even if we go like 1-0 down, just get behind them. You never know, we can come back. We've done this before. especially against Man City last season when we were 1-0 down. We came back and won 2-1, so anything is possible, you know, at this football club. And, you know, we have got a fantastic support. I'm sure Arsenal fans, they will come in numbers on Sunday, as they always do. I'm sure they've got a thing with Kroenke as well, where apparently they could be boycotting on Sunday, but we'll wait and see, you know, on the day. But you know what, I'm going to stay positive, you know, throughout this preview, and I'm going to be positive throughout the season. I'm going to try and be positive the best I can, even when results aren't going our way. But sometimes it is hard to stay positive when you want to win games. But again, I'm not going to judge the lads after one game if we don't get a result against Arsenal, because at the end of the day, it's Arsenal. You know, they're a very, very good squad, and we're not going to get judged against the likes of Arsenal, Man City, Tottenham, Chelsea, etc. We're going to get judged against the teams in the relegation picture, the ones who are sort of mid-table, you know, your West Hams, Wolves, Norwich, etc. And I think it really could be a good game. You know, in terms of the new signings, I reckon there could be 3 or 4 starting. I can't see all 5 starting because obviously Andy Carroll has still got an injury. But I am looking forward to seeing him over the season. I think he could be a handful to a lot of defences, you know, especially in sort of the 70th, 80th minute as well. So who knows in that sense what's going to happen with him and when he's going to be, you know, sort of available for selection at Newcastle. But I reckon we could see most of our signings. Why not? Because, you know, they are new to the squad and they've got to gel in at some point. And I just hope that, you know, they do hit the ground running, and that, you know, they can find their feet in the Premier League, because we all know it is a tough league. If you want to hear more of myself, I am on PD Products channel. I'll leave a link down below in the description. I do a preview with him, talking all things of the Arsenal preview this Sunday, the boycott, etc., and my opinion behind it. And yeah, I want to just say good luck to the team on Sunday. I do hope we get a result. My score prediction, I am going to stick my neck on the line, and I'm going to go for a 1-1 draw. I think it will be a great point, you know, for the lads. And I think it will be a good start to the season as well. And it's something we can build on, you know, going forward. Let me know your score predictions down below in the comments. Let us know if you're going to the match or you're boycotting. I would gladly hear your comments and your feedback from the video that you just watched now. And if you are new to the channel, don't forget to go along and subscribe. That will be massively appreciated. I'm trying to get to 2,200 subscribers. Also follow me on social media on Twitter and Instagram. That would be massively appreciated. And I'll also follow you back as well. Okay, so enjoy the match if you're going on Sunday. And as I always say, away the lads.